Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Royce. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, I guess we can skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to the same person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Royce. Or do you actually go by Steam user or something? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right at the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, same thing that happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from from confessing to you, and amplify Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Royce? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Royce. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Royce. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Royce. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of anonymous. It's not anonymous. Group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be kind of weird, inevitably etched into the game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. that it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Royce, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Royce, will you go out with me? Yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Royce. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We could be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time passes here anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Royce. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? La 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 la, this is random stuff. All this random stuff today. All this random stuff. I just want random stuff and random stuff because it's all the mother loving same. Hi again, Royce. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Royce. Did you write this poem for me? Well, of course. You're the only one I see. That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Royce? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, can we just look into each other's eyes? Let's see. Sure, let's just look into each other's eyes, why don't we? Yeah. This is lovely. I love this. It's going to be a little bit. I was like, because I know she's going to talk about a couple things. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Royce. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good at it just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you probably are going to suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it, and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe a few weeks, you come back to it, and you realize it was never really good or any good. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, and then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach. You know? The truth is, you have to climb up and step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think you're pretty good at, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still an amateur, you'll never get it done. If we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great things about the short stories is that you can focus on them just one thing that you want to do, right? That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help you prevent from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society are everything. It's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right, Monica. I think it's time to end your story. Because I don't think you're gonna do the thing that I heard that you can do. I would love to do that sometime, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. she doesn't say it in this conversation that's coming up, then I'm just gonna end it. Yeah, no, I'm good. Alrighty. La-da-da, la-da-dee, la-da-da. Properties. What is that? I forgot. I forgot what to do. What am I supposed to do? I thought it was properties. Installed files. Browse. There we go. There we go. What's happening? Royce, what's happening to me? It hurts so much. Help me, Royce. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Royce? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Royce. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be this horrible as you. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Royce, you completely and truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind, Royce. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then